Now, should we just continue or just be loud?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna. We're now open to the public, limited to action items on the agenda.
This is a very stimulating night. I love to talk. I'm Cynthia Well. And I'm a resident and a teacher. I am so proud you have brought us through some times. And it's been a pleasure growing with you, learning from you, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy to be here tonight and all of the awards. I'm just so proud to say I'm a part of this family and this team. Thank you all for everything you do, and you so deserve it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone online?
No.
All right, moving along. Correspondence, we received 2 emails, both from the CS. Moving on to approval of administrative reports. Can I get a motion to adopt 1.01 to 1.05? Move that. Second, Carol. Any questions about something? Wait, can we get a roll call, please?
Mrs. DePinto,
Yes.
Mrs. Fiore,
Yes.
Mr. Rose,
Yes.
Mrs. Menser,
Yes.
Mr. Peach,
Yes.
Mrs. Bogorski,
Yes.
Mrs. Ryan,
Yes.
Ms. Wolf.
Yes.
Dr. Cecile.
Yes.
Passes.
Okay, approval of the minutes. Can we get a motion to adopt 2.01 to 2.02?
I'll move that. Second, Carol.
Can we get a roll call, please?
Mrs. DePinto,
Yes.
Mrs. Fiore,
Yes.
Mr. Rose,
Yes.
Mrs. Menser,
Abstain?
Mr. Peach,
Yes.
Mrs. Bogorski,
Yes.
Ms. Ryan,
Yes.
Ms. Wolf.
Yes.
Dr. Cecile.
Yes.
Passes.
Moving on to finance and facilities. Can we get a motion to adopt 3.01 to 3.33?
I'll move that. Second, Carol.
We do not have a committee report for finance. Does anyone have any questions about anything?
I just have a comment. I know that the board was notified through Dr. Hart, but agenda item 3.29, motion to approve and accept the federal clean school bus rebate grant in the amount of $200,000 for 1 electric school bus and charger to be installed at Reading Middle School. I just want to thank Mr. Ballman and his whole team for assistance in writing the grants year after year until we finally got one, and hopefully we get more. So I just think that's fantastic. I just wanted to make sure the public all knew that we are getting an electric bus.
Great, thank you. It's great news. Anyone else, any questions, comments? Great, can we get a roll call, please?
Mrs. DePinto,
Yes.
Mrs. Fiore,
Yes.
Mr. Rose,
Yes.
Mrs. Menser,
Yes.
Mr. Peach,
Yes.
Mrs. Bogorski,
Yes.
Mrs. Ryan,
So for 3.01, abstain from check number 064060, yes.
Ms. Wolf.
Yeah.
Dr. Cecile.
Yes.
Passes.
Okay, moving on to ed tech. Can we get a motion to adopt 4.01 to 4.02?
So move that. Second, Carol.
And we have a committee.
You do, yes. The Ed Tech Committee met on May 20th. The first thing we discussed was a literacy program overview. Dr. Brown gave an overview of the district's literacy program. K through 2 will be using the new units of study for reading. We currently use units of study for writing and phonics, which all align with science of reading research. Prior to choosing units of study, Dr. Brown researched 3 or 4 different programs. The program had to be within the 110 minutes allotted for English language arts. Some programs required far more time for literacy than what the district had available. Many programs lacked a writing program. The previous version of units of study did not include a phonics component. However, our district had been incorporating a phonics program for many years. A pilot was conducted this school year with teachers who volunteered to try it out. Surveys were given to the pilot teachers, progress was tracked, and the overall response was favorable. Teachers reported that there is more time for small group instruction with this new program and that the program has great tracking assessments. In terms of achievement data, Dr. Brown presented diagnostic data comparing our current program results from kindergarten in June of last year, 2023, with the new units of study results from kindergarten in January, which was mid-year this year. Those are the pilot students. And the students in the pilot group outperformed their predecessors by significant percentage points. For example, in the kindergarten phonics measurement, the national average in 2023 was 48% meeting exceeding goals. The Reddington kindergarten students in 2023 were well above national and state averages with 69% meeting and exceeding. And the pilot group from this past January were already at 75% meeting their goals halfway through the year. In overall state averages, Reddington is in the top 10% of statewide scores for English language arts. The next thing we discussed was the special education literacy programs. Mrs. Dable gave a report on the district's resource rooms, the self-contained special education programs, and the tiered literacy program. The district utilizes both Foundations and Wilson Just Words for students in tiers 1 and 2, as designated in the student's IEP. For students needing a highly intensive literacy program, the district offers Wilson starting in grade 4. The district has 3 teachers who are level 1 Wilson trained. Next year, 2 level 1 teachers will complete training for level 2 Wilson certification. Next, we discussed screening tools. Dr. Brown and Mrs. Beagle discussed the screening tools used to identify which students need additional support. iReady Diagnostic in grades K through 3 flag students who may need further assessment for dyslexia or have needs for additional assessment or support. Further assessment is then done on those students. Special services are offered if the student is not improving with help from a classroom teacher. Intervention and/or special services are offered for students depending on their need. Next, we discussed the Summer Teacher Academy. Dr. Hart presented the course catalog. Teachers are invited from surrounding districts to attend if there are spots available after all Reddington teachers have had a chance to register. Then we discussed the sexual education, health, and sexual education and health. Ms. Couch presented a report on the number of students who were opted out of sexual health education. The opt-outs were evenly spread throughout the grade levels and did not change significantly from previous years. This year, the percentage of opt-outs was 4.6%, or about 40 students. Instruction will be concluded by the end of May, taking place. And then agenda items, you see on the agenda, student teachers, field trips, in the school year, extended school year, field trips, and curriculum writing. I just want to go over really quick the timeline of curriculum revisions. Curriculum writing begins over the summer. English language arts and math will be prioritized for completion and likely be included on the August Board of Ed agenda. This is done so instruction can begin at the start of the school year. The other subject areas which did not have changes in learning standards will be included in August if prepared in time, or more likely at the September Board of Ed meeting. And then lastly, we scheduled our next meeting for August 14th.
Thank you, Mrs. Fiore. Anyone have any questions? Comments?
I just had a couple of comments. First, with the units of study, and we've kind of discussed that a little bit here and there. So there are a couple of districts within Harding County that normally do use it. A couple of them are Wesley, Milford. So I'm just kind of curious if that's something that we do want to continue. Do we want to research something else in regards to that? So that's one question. My other question pertains to dyslexia, which I did a little bit of research on. And I noticed for Flemington Raritan, their 23-24 action plan was to implement a dyslexia screener, not just a standardized testing. So they use something called dynamic indicators of basic early literary skills, as well as an RTI program. So I don't know if that's something that maybe we can look into over the summer. Is iReady a state-approved assessment tool?
I believe so. I'd have to double check that. But I believe it's.
I can't imagine it not being, it's very
I don't
popular.
know.
I believe
That's
it's
something I
approved
didn't
for
look at.
intervention, as an intervention program. I'd have to check.
Okay, because I do know, I also looked into the New Jersey Dyslexia Handbook, which states that we should be having state-approved standardized assessments as well as teacher-designed assessments. So I'm not sure if that's something that we're implementing. But I would just ask that the committee go back and kind of research that a little bit more.
Okay, thank you for bringing that up. You know, it's always good to look at various programs. I would imagine some research has been done. And iReady, I know I don't know for sure, I can't imagine it not being state approved, but it's a good question, so, thank you. Okay. Anyone else, any other comments, questions? Okay, can we get a roll call, please?
Mrs. DePinto,
Yes.
Mrs. Fiore,
Yes.
Mr. Rose,
Yes.
Mrs. Menzer,
Yes.
Mr. Peach,
Yes.
Mrs. Bogorski,
Yes.
Ms. Ryan,
Yes.
Mrs. Wolf.
Yes.
Dr. Cecile.
Yes.
Passes.
Okay, moving on to personnel. Can we get a motion to adopt 5.01 to 5.39? So move, Jennifer.
Second, Karen.
And we have
Yes. The committee met on May 21st and discussed staffing updates for the 2024-2025 school year, transfers, enrollment projections, preschool staffing for 2024 to 2025 school year, personnel matters. Agenda items include new staff hires, potential retirement, reappointment of subs, transfers, summer curriculum, ESY and tech support, authority to hire over the summer. And the next meeting is scheduled for Monday, July 1st at 8:45 a.m.
Thank you. Any questions or comments regarding? Okay. Can we get a roll call, please?
Mrs. DePinto,
Yes.
Mrs. Fiore,
Yes.
Mr. Rose,
Yes.
Mrs. Menzer,
Yes.
Mr. Peach,
Yes.
Mrs. Bogorski,
Yes.
Ms. Ryan,
Yes.
Mrs. Wolf.
Yes.
Dr. Cecile.
Yes. Moving on to communication, can we get a motion to adopt 6.01?
So move that. Second, Karen.
We do not have a committee report this time. Any questions or comments regarding this? Can we get a roll call, please?
Mrs. DePinto,
Yes.
Mrs. Fiore,
Yes.
Mr. Rose,
Yes.
Mrs. Menzer,
Yes.
Mr. Peach,
Yes.
Ms. Bogorski,
Yes.
Ms. Ryan,
Yes.
Ms. Wolf.
Yes.
Dr. Cecile.
Yes.
Passes.
Unfinished business? No.
Everybody received an email from Judy Wilson, the woman who will be running a retreat in July, with the board self-evaluation. I couldn't click the link, I don't know if any of you could when she sent the email, so I just followed up with a PDF document and the link to the board self-evaluation. I think she gave you some homework as well. I think there were some questions, that reflection questions in preparation for July. So I just wanted to remind everybody that our retreat will be July, and that there's some preparation, look over the board self-eval and think about her reflection questions, and we'll come and talk in July for the board retreat. All right?
Question, did she say when she wanted that? Because I think the date when she wanted that, is it just prior to the training, is that all?
I would just review it prior to the training and come prepared with some reflection questions.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it, was just to like think about it before going to
Yeah. I don't think we have to respond to her at all.
Yeah.
I don't think she's expecting a written response, just robust conversation when she gets here.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to new business from the board. The first is a community newsletter. We wanted to add this, we wanted to add this to the agenda, because there's something, I don't even know what it's called. Somewhere. But we want to make it public that Any information from the board and from the school should come through the school. This is some anonymous newsletter, and it's not something that we're connected to. So we just wanted to say that in public, if anyone has any other questions or comments. But again, anyone, if they want to get any information about what's happening with the Board of Ed, with the school district, to go to our website, that's where you get the information, and that's where it would be, you know, public information. Anything else is just not something that comes from us. Anything we should add?
I would just say for the board members, if you want to take a look at it, I put it in the, or Google, right, I have there's a link in the board Google, so if you want to read the newsletter, it's there. It's not an official publication of the district, it doesn't come from my office, but definitely take a look at it if you haven't had a chance to take a look at it. And, you know, for any, we need to make sure we remind the public that the news sources that come from the district, the superintendent, Sentinel, the Genesis blasts, the newsletters from the principals are the accurate information that comes from the district, that's published from the district. And, you know, we'll do more communications planning to launch our communications plan for next year as well.
Yeah, actually, I'm glad you mentioned the word accurate, because that's the one thing that I just came across, and I saw it, and there were inaccuracies in it. So I think it's unacceptable to, you know, publish something that's inaccurate. And that was it. So that, again, we want accurate information. People should go to the school district directly. All right, anything else anyone want to say about that? Good?
Yes, I think I would just mention that the minutes are captured officially from every public board meeting, and they're also posted on the district's website once they're approved at the next public board meeting. So just sharing, I just think it's good to know what additional resources there may be for information for the public.
I'm glad you mentioned that too, Mrs. Wolf. There's the board briefs get published within a day or two after the board meeting, and I want to say usually at the bottom of the board briefs, it also says, like, for more information about what happened at the board meeting, check the meeting minutes. That'll be published or posted at the next available Board of Education meeting. So the board briefs was one that I forgot to mention. The board briefs is not in place, and then it points everybody to the minutes for each Board of Education meeting, which we capture, and that's the official record of what happens at board meetings as well.
Thank you.
I did just want to quickly mention, though, we do have, like the board committee minutes, I think that those are typically updated, like the board meetings are on our website. And this is, yeah, they're,
You might be right.
just so if somebody is looking for information on a specific committee. Yeah, I think it's something around 2023.
Yeah, I see like finance in December. That technical letter. Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. All right, the election deadline, July 29th at 4 p.m. Did you want to elaborate a little bit about that?
Yeah, we usually just put this as a reminder on the agenda, just for those of you who have terms that are expiring, and anybody in the public that might be interested. Those of you who are currently sitting on the board who have terms that expire, I'm sure Jason is pestering you with deadlines that might be coming up, to let you know if you're interested in rerunning. These are the things that you should be doing. Am I right about that?
We've gotten an email. He's not pestering us, we haven't. seen
Okay,
an email.
there you go. It might turn into pestering. So I think it's important for everybody to know, for the board members to know, that if you're interested in rerunning, that's the deadline. Any members of the public, it's good to have that information, as well as check it out on our board website. I think Jason has everything linked to the county page as well.
Thank you. And then the October 22nd Board of Ed meeting, I know we talked about changing the date because there was a conflict with something else that's happening.
The workshop, Virginia School Board's workshop is that exact same week that I'm scheduled for being on site. Yeah, look at that.
So are we can just change the date, does that work for everybody? Is that okay?
Yeah, we can change the date. I put in my board Google 3 options. One option is moving the board meeting to October 15th, which is the Tuesday before. Just note that that is also a day that we have a professional development day, so staff are here, we're here. I just don't know if families, because students are in session, that they might be away. I think that was top option, and we've done that before, by the way. We have had a board meeting on professional development day, which seemed to work out just fine. I want to say another option was to move the board meeting a little bit later in October, but that has a couple of problems with it being the distance between the September board meeting and October board meeting would be like 6 or 7 weeks. It might be too much. In addition, we're running really, really close to the deadline that we are required by the state to provide all of you in the public with the NJSLA scores. So I would not necessarily recommend the 29th. If you'd like to have more than one board meeting in October, we could do one board meeting in October 8th to do typical agenda items, regular business, and then save again the 29th, kind of getting close to the deadline of having before state scores. We can save that date or another date to do the test scores. But the top option, I think those are the options that I put on people. The top option would be moved to October 15th if everybody's available.
So do we choose a vote, or how do we do that?
It works for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just, or we can, you email me. Does it work for everybody? If you have to go back and look at calendars, then you can always delay and discuss it in July.
So can we ask everyone to check the calendar back to you by Friday, so will that work? All right, we'll remember by Friday.
Yep.
We're doing October 15th, and second first choice.
We just have to redo the advertisement. We have plenty of time to do it. But we just need to move the
Okay.
We don't need an official vote for it, just so we can just move
So we'll email you by Friday. And then you'll let us know. Okay, thank you. We are now open to the public for anything on or off the agenda. Anything online?
That's working.
Good evening, my name is Ellen Goodfellow. I am a proud staff member at Reddington Middle School, and I am a very proud parent of children who like the Reddington School District. And I just wanted to congratulate you, Dr. Hart. You lead with excellence. I am proud of every board member that's sitting here and all that you do for the children and for the staff. And I want to just commend you all. And I always, as we sit here, I come as a resident to these board meetings, but what word you always say, Dr. Hart, is we do good work. Tonight is an example of the work that you lead, and we do all good work. And I thank you very much for your leadership.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your sentiments. Okay, anyone else? All right. Can I get a motion to, hold on. To adjourn to executive session in accordance with the Sunshine Law to discuss legal matters, 2 HIBs and the superintendent's evaluation for approximately 60 minutes, at which time the board expects to return to public session where action may be taken. The matters discussed will be made public if and when the circumstances requiring confidentiality no longer exist. However, it is not presently known when such circumstances will exist.
So move that.
Second, Carolyn. Can we get a roll call, please?
Ms. DeVinto.
Yes.
Ms. Bureau.
Yes.
Mr. Lopes.
Yes.
Ms. Menzer.
Yes.
Mr. Beach.
Yes.
Ms. Podgorski.
Yes.
Ms. Ryan.
Yes.
Ms. Wolf.
Yes.
Dr. Susie.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Congratulations.
Yeah.